Hey Secrets Readers, this is Carlo LaRosso, and I'm here at the Capitol Audiofest in Washington, D.C., and, well, actually it's Rockville, Maryland, but that's all right, you know, more or less the same area. And we're here at Geshelli Labs, and Geshelli has announced, or is teasing and premiering, this really interesting and cool surprise item, which is called the Zoofa, Zoofa integrated amp. And here to tell us about it is the head cheese at Geshelli Labs, Gino Bisceglia. Gino, thanks for having me.
How's it going?
It's going great. As you can tell, this video is like going downhill real fast.
No.
But yeah, this looks like a really big deal and something really special and just different looking from like all kinds of ways. So tell us about it. Tell us about the Zoofa.
Absolutely. So this is our new Class AB amplifier. We talked about designing this a year ago. We had a lot of input from the community, Z's community, Randy's community, and we decided, okay, we're gonna try to pull this off. So, we were kind of introducing it at the Florida Audio Show, and we kind of, had our ideas of how we're gonna do this, how we're gonna pull this off. We knew we wanted it to be a Class AB design, so, we started. We went to the drawing board and we said, okay, what do we want? A lot of people wanted VU meters. A lot of people wanted some sort of EQ or tone controls. Motorized pod is what they wanted. XLR inputs, kind of all the goodies in this type of amp. So what we ended up doing was we ended up creating all those kind of fun controls, and there you have an EQ that you can enable or disable. So for the purists, you can turn the EQ off, or we'll call it tone controls.
Right.
You can turn it on. This will activate the EQ. This is your input selection, and then you also have a headphone amp that's built in here. And this is our Archel 2.5 XL headphone amp.
So it's basically like the Archel 2.5
built inside. That's
very
correct.
Nice.
It's exactly the same circuit.
Excellent.
So it's a 2 watt per channel headphone amp that's built into here. And then this is actually a gain switch, just exactly how it would be in the Archel 2.5 XL.
Okay.
And again, these are your tone controls. So it's going to be a boost cut style Baxendall equalizer.
Oh, nice.
And I don't have the remote. Yes, I do. So we added the motorized pot as was requested.
God, I love the dials on this thing. It's like so kind of retro, but not quite, and steampunkish. But
yes, steampunkish.
It's very cool. But it looks like old lab equipment that I used to remember from when I started my high school electronics class, but just eminently cooler.
So that's wonderful.
Okay.
So in the back, it just, I guess it's hard to view the back, but we have multiple RCA inputs. Actually, one of the inputs kind of multiplexes as a phono preamp. So you can set it to a phono preamp if you want. It'll go to a moving magnet preamp stage.
Okay.
And then you can flip a switch, which will change that phono preamp just into a regular RCA.
Standard line then.
Correct.
Nice.
So then that gives you 2 RCA inputs, to work with.
Perfect. Nice.
XLR in and out, so you get a preamp XLR. And we were actually during the show, sometimes we're running a sub with the XLR outputs. Sometimes we're, just we turn the sub off. But when we actually have the DAC controlling the XLR inputs, and that's what's providing the sound for today. And then let's get to the case. So everybody loves the case.
Yeah, that case is something else.
So the case is it's a Geshelli design case where my dad made the wood portion of it. It's actually multiple woods that he glued together, sanded down, dovetailed, and then we sent it up to our buddy Chris O'Neill at O'Neill's Custom Workshop, and he carved the case. So hopefully the video will do it justice.
Oh yeah. So your dad built the raw case, and,
yes, sir.
and then you got it sent up to have it hand carved.
Hand carved.
Not CNC.
Not CNC'd. Yes, sir. That's hand carved.
Jiminy Christmas. That is just beautiful
yeah,
work.
This
Look
guy
at that.
is absurd.
Oh man. And the work your dad does just to begin with is like sick. I mean, it's just, he does really, really nice work. That joinery is I mean, that's amazing stuff.
Yeah, he's every day in that wood shop. So he's making all of our cases and doing that kind of thing. But yeah, and it's we're talking 50 to 100 watts per channel. We haven't rated it yet, so again, we got this done right before the show, so we have a lot of testing to do, a lot of very fun testing, and we'll start getting results out there so people can know what's going on and everything. But it's going to be 50 to 100 watts rated, somewhere in there.
In Class AB.
Yes, sir, Class AB.
Nice. Now, were you mentioning the sub out? Was it some a fixed thing, or were you guys thinking?
So we're gonna add that based on the feedback from the show. We're gonna add an actual sub out on the back.
An actual sub, okay.
Yeah, we'll add it. We have to figure out. We're gonna do like crossover. How are we gonna do that?
Right.
That's gonna be something. But we have the real estate on the back of the case to add it. We can add it fairly quickly. In the next rev of the board.
Okay.
We have, like I said, we have the real estate. The circuitry is kind of there, so we'll be able to add it pretty easily.
Nice.
It's just what are we gonna do? A little kind of small crossover, or maybe we'll just put the full signal and just depends.
Yeah. Now I'm assuming you guys haven't quite settled on a price yet. It still needs to be figured out and everything.
Correct. Yeah, we're shooting for under 2K for this. But and that would be for the full out carved version.
That's amazing. That's great. I mean, where the heck are you gonna get like a piece of like audio equipment that's legit kind of fine? Not kind of. It's legit fine art. I mean, look at that. For that kind of money.
Yeah. I mean. So yeah, we're we're talking about doing kind of the typical Geshelli structured tier, where you can go and pick, different options and things like that. We haven't worked through it yet. We were happy just to get this thing to the show working and happy.
Right.
So for the next couple of months, we're going to be, working out manufacturing, parts, all the good stuff,
all the hard stuff.
Yes, how are we going to pull this off?
Yeah, basically.
But we're looking to, in winter 2023, to get started on manufacturing, and hopefully that'll lead us into getting them out the door. So
that's going to be something to look forward to for sure. That's awesome. And I couldn't help noticing, but under here there's also some of these fancy carved wood cases for your regular gear. It looks like.
Yes, sir.
So you guys is that going to be a regular option or something available to?
Yes. So Black Friday, we're gonna come up with a way to release these on Black Friday. Sherry's working on that as we speak. But we're gonna release them on Black Friday. We have a limited amount, so we're gonna do some kind of way to make it fair, so people can have a shot at getting them, and this, but. We're looking at Black Friday as a release date. So like I said, we have a finite amount. We've sent them up to Chris. They're just all like insanely beautiful and unique. Like every single one is different.
That's cool.
So it'll be cool to get these in the hands of the customers.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. Gino, thanks so much for your time on this, man. I love coming to shows and finding surprises like this, and it's awesome. And I mean, you guys are always the best to begin with. So
thank you.
This is great.
Thank you.
Awesome. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of the show.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right. Hello, Rachel.
Hi.
Say goodbye to say hi to everybody.
Hi, bye.